What is going on this morning, Americans? Jericho Green here with you once again, and I am so sick and tired of the gay mafia. And just like the, I guess, regular mafia, if you don't follow their rules, if you don't give them what they want, and if you don't use their people for the job, you're going to be in trouble. Now, they're not violent like the mafia, but they will kill your career. They will murder your livelihood. Like the people who refuse to bake cakes for certain events. You want to turn around and sue them into ruin. You want to take away their livelihood. Just go to another bakery. What's wrong with that? You're not teaching them a lesson by ruining their fucking business. You're just ruining their business. Now, I read an article yesterday in Sacramento. They have the Pride Parade because it's Pride Month. All these months. I even made a video about Black History Month. That's a fucking sham. That's a bunch of bullshit. And so is Pride Month. What does that even mean? Are you more proud from June 1st to June 30th? That shit is stupid. But now this year, they're allowing uniformed police officers to be at the Pride Parade. Well, why the hell wouldn't they allow it before? Well, it has to do with this thing called the Stonewall riots. Apparently, June 28, 1969, in Manhattan, there was this place called the Stonewall Inn, and I guess this was a regular spot for gay folk, cross-dressers, all that kind of shit. So the owners of the inn were blackmailing the occupants. They were blackmailing the customers, saying, you know, we'll let you guys come here to do your thing, because back then it was extremely taboo. We'll allow you to come here and do your thing. You just got to pay us a little extortion money so we don't put your names out there and all that kind of shit and ruin your career. Oh, look at that. The irony. So they were paying these people, I guess. Allegedly, the cops got wind of it, said, we want a piece of the action. The people at the inn said, fuck you. So the cops said, all right, we're going to raid it. So they raided the inn. And all the people were upset, you know, don't show me on TV wearing my mom's dress, you're going to ruin my career. They say that the cops were feeling up the lesbians inappropriately during frisking, all these things that happened. Okay, let's take it at face value. Let's say that it did happen exactly the way the people said it did. Well, the only problem is that was in 1969. That was damn near 50 years ago. Things are not the same. Again, like I say about these fucking woke black folks talking about we're still living in America's 1928, 1932. That's a bunch of bullshit. That was years ago. Times have changed. Things are much more accepted nowadays. It's much more mainstream, so to speak. But not letting the police into their Pride Parade, I don't give a shit. If it's a private event, you can have whoever the fuck you want there. I don't care about that. What I care about is the capitulation. You have the chief of police talking about, we're going to start an LGBTQ alphabet soup panel. They're going to have a group of people to handle the LGBT community. What does that mean? More bureaucracy. You're going to hire somebody to head this panel? There's more of your tax money gone. Are the positions these people are going to take, are they higher paying than what they have now? There goes your tax money. And the way this article was worded, I had to read the article with an empty bucket next to me so I can periodically throw up. Adversity, inclusion, people of color, marginalized society, all these fucking buzzwords that they use to make you look like some kind of monster if you don't bow down to what they believe, if you don't bend to their will. It's fucking ridiculous. They're such a small portion of the population, yet they have the loudest bullhorn, and we're all supposed to bow to them. We're all supposed to worship at the altar of LGBTQ alphabet soup group. I don't give a shit if you're gay or straight. I don't fucking care. I don't care who you sleep with. It has no bearing on my life. And it has no place in the public forum. This courtyard that we all meet in, known as the public, your sexuality has no place here. Now, of course, the Sacramento Police Department has this captain, and she's openly LGBTQ. My first question is, my first and most important question, who gives a fuck? My second question, does that make you a better cop? Are you bulletproof? Can you smell drugs better? Can you spot a crime before it happens because you're gay? I don't think so. So why are you telling me that? I think the problem is a lot of these people, the extreme ones, now there are gay people who are there just like regular black people. We don't believe in what these crazy bastards believe in. We don't believe that we're stuck in the past. We believe we have the same opportunities as everyone else. We believe that we're equal to everyone else. But some of these people didn't get the acceptance from the right people in their life. So they're hell-bent on making the public accept them. It's like if you're a step-parent and you have a step-kid and their other parent that you're not married to, they're shitty. So you're constantly trying to build them up, trying to build their confidence, show them that you love them. But it doesn't mean anything because you're not the one they need the love from. They need the love and the encouragement, just not from you. It needs to come from that other parent. And because of the acceptance that they didn't get from them, now they're turning it on us. Am I Jericho? Are you guessing? Fuck no. This is shit I know. These are people that I've talked to. I've heard their complaints. That's what it is. Your mommy and or your daddy, did not embrace you when you told them, when you came out. So because of that, all right, you don't want to accept me, motherfucker? I'm going to make the whole world accept me. That's not how it works. You can't force people to accept you. And it's not always from this religious angle. Anytime I talk about this shit, people automatically, oh, you think I'm going to hell? Look, shut the fuck up. I'm not talking about it from a religious perspective. That has nothing to do with this. But you forcing people to believe in what you do is fucked up. Calling them names like homophobic, which wasn't even around till the early 60s, saying that there's something wrong with them because they don't agree with what you do. I saw a meme from one of these uber liberal fucking sorry ass millennials where it was like it had split screen, and on top it was Scooby-Doo, and the person in the ghost costume, it said straight pride parade. That's what it was supposed to represent. So in the second picture below, they take the mask off. You know, at the end of the episode, they take the mask off the monster, Mr. Johnson. Well, they take the mask off and it says white supremacy. So if you're proud, if you go to a straight pride parade, or I guess if you're a straight person, you're a white supremacist. That sounds even stupider when I say it out loud. It sounds even dumber than it looked. So you're evil if you don't agree with what they do. What is with this capitulation? Why are we allowing this shit to happen? Have your fucking stupid parade. Nobody cares. But for the police department to create this panel and these positions to appease these people is fucking stupid. You're basing it off some shit that happened 50 years ago, 2,500 miles away. So after that Stonewall Inn happened, then you have all these violent riots that took place across the country. Their twisted sister moment. We're not going to take it anymore. Good for you. Nowadays, that's not a problem. And unless you're dressing and acting like the stereotypical birdcage homosexual, nobody knows you're gay. Which brings up another point. I fucking hate when people try to equate quote-unquote gay rights, which is basic fucking civil rights, to the civil rights movement. They try to Voltron their fucking cause. You try to combine it with other ones to create this capitulation robot. Gay rights are not civil rights, are not the same as the civil rights movement. That's a slap in the face to people who live through that shit. You can hide your sexuality, you cannot hide your race. That's the big difference. When you attack people racially, their race makes them a little easier to target. But I'm here to tell you, nobody gives a fuck. No one cares who you sleep with. I'm sorry you didn't get the acceptance that you wanted, but the general public is not where you're going to find it. I mean, you should see this article. It's in the Sacramento Bee. I was like, what the diversity, inclusion, people of color, LGBT. I was like, bleh, what the fuck? I had to throw up. All this PC bullshit. Shit, we got a day and a month for everything. There's a national fucking hot dog day, ice cream day. What the fuck? All these months, Black History Month, Pride Month, put that shit away. Because it's just another way to exclude people who don't look and act like you. And that's fucked up. We're never going to come together if we have constant division. Sacramento Police Department, what a fucking disappointment you are. Just another notch in the California stupidity liberal belt. You're gonna create a fucking panel? It said a panel to better help deal with the LGBT community's concerns. How are their concerns any different than anyone else's concerns? How are you gonna police them any differently than regular fucking people? Stop breaking everybody up into these fucking little groups and just treat everybody the same. If the cops show up, what does your sexuality have to do with anything? You called them because of an emergency. Let's deal with the emergency. Why do we allow this shit to happen? Why do we allow ourselves to be pushed around and, to borrow one of their words, bullied? Why do we allow this shit as a society? I've used this analogy before. If you have 50 employees and 49 of them want pizza, but one of them wants fucking tofu spring rolls, well, hey guys, we're getting the tofu spring rolls. What do you mean, man? What the fuck? It's Friday. I wanted a pizza party. I wanted double pepperoni and sausage, not tofu and fucking carrots wrapped in rice paper. You stick that tofu spring roll up your ass. I want puddles of grease on my pepperoni and I want it now. No. We're going to get what the one person wants. That is just absolutely ridiculous. And big ups, shout out to Mike Pence. I'm not sure if it was at the embassy buildings or what it was, but they were asking him to fly rainbow colored flags at some official building. I can't remember where it was. And Mike Pence said, man, fuck no. I'm not flying no rainbow flags in any official structure. Are you kidding me? Just like Obama's punk ass who fucking lit up the fucking White House in rainbow colors. You piece of shit, you. You spineless fucking wimp. Get out of here with that shit. No one's sexuality should be at the forefront. No one's sexuality should be publicly celebrated. No one's. Straight or otherwise. Grow the fuck up, call your parents, and work that shit out. Leave us the fuck alone. Now that my blood pressure's through the damn roof, let me hop in this rat race. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.